want to talk about something you may not have heard about as much as that. And that is how you communicate with other people and how being more genuine can help decrease your stress, anxiety, and worry. In an article in The Atlantic, the author interviewed a famous psychologist, David Caruso, who studies this, who studies communication. And Caruso noted that, especially in our American culture, someone asks you how you are, no matter how awful your day or your week or your month or your year may be, we're expected, and we expect ourselves to say, fine, I'm fine, how are you? Well, Caruso notes that this may not be the best for us, because when we push down our true selves, our true feelings, they bubble up. They can bubble up in inappropriate ways where we become irritable and we can become sad and we feel disconnected from the people around us. So Caruso notes that it's great to use emotion words. So for instance, you walk into work. You've had some horrible news. You're late for the second time that week. Your boss gives you the evil eye. Your coworker says, hey, how are you doing? You're not doing so well. So instead of the perfunctory, I'm fine, you can say something like, I'm overwhelmed today. How are you? Now that gives that person a chance to ask, if they have the time, to ask, oh, really, you're overwhelmed? What's going on? And when you use these more emotion words and you're more true and genuine in your communication with others, you create more bonds with your neighbors, your friends, your co-workers. And when you have those stronger bonds, then you have more of a support system, which decreases stress, anxiety, and worry. And you can be there for them as well because they feel safer to emote with you. Now, of course, you want to do this in an appropriate way. So you may not want to come in as a hot mess at work and just lay it on everyone who may be busy, but you want to make sure it's that safe person, and that if it's a huge thing for you where you need, let's say you need to cry, you call a friend, maybe on your lunch break. So just make sure it's the safe person and that you are as genuine as you can be on a daily basis. So I'm going to go through the steps again. We talked about finding your awe. We talked about how to replace negative self-talk with productive statements. We talked about being more genuine. And now, last but not least, this is one of my favorites. It's tapping into your creativity. And I want to give pause here right now. About 18% of Americans, adult Americans, have anxiety. That's a lot of people walking around pushing down their stress and dread and trying to make it through the world. So if either yourself or someone you know has anxiety, tapping into creativity can be one of the most liberating things you can do.